Santa Barbara is known for drawing in some of the biggest names in entertainment. And when it comes to piano players, from celebrities to kids cutting their teeth on Yamahas, there's one go-to guy in town. His name is Dennis Schwetner. He can bang out the Tennessee Waltz and restore a piano like no one's business, but it's what he cannot do that makes him such an inspiration. His fingers move like ball bearings up and down the keys.
When I was growing up, my parents let me do almost anything I wanted to do.
By the time Dennis was 11, his parents felt it was time for a piano. He mastered the ivories like everything else he's tackled in life, by ear.
I heard about a school in Vancouver, Washington that taught blind folks how to tune pianos, how to regulate them, rebuild them, string them.
Dennis estimates he's tuned and refurbished tens of thousands of pianos since his career started in 1967.
My saying on my card says, an out-of-tune piano makes noise, not music.
With his tuning kit in hand, Dennis goes to work.
Each note has basically 3 strings per key. So what I'm doing is muting the outside string so the middle string will sound just for the particular note. But after you hold it, that's how you count the beats. I actually don't count them, but when I hear them, there's waves that you hear. Like you hear that, it goes, can you hear that?
I think I hear what he's referring to, but I'm humbled by what I see. A blind man devoted to helping others make music without missing a beat.
Super wealthy to, very poor. Homes you won't believe, some of them. This one was like yours.
The Santa Barbara man keeps up to 10 pianos in his showroom.
It just came in yesterday.
And fires off a client list as impressive as his version of the Tennessee Waltz.
George Shearing when he came to the Granada, Peter Nero, Andy Williams, Ray Charles, B.B. King, Nora Jones, Diana Krall, just on and on.
Framed photos of Nora Jones sit on one of the 7 pianos he owns, alongside the other high note in his life, his wife of 44 years, Joanne. But a foot in the mouth decades ago put him face to face with the man who would become his best friend, Joe Walsh. Yes, the Joe Walsh of the Eagles fame. And he had a guitar with him at the time.
And he started playing, and I said, if you practice a lot more, you might be good. And everybody was cracking up because I wasn't into, to rock, and so I didn't know who the guy was.
Dennis is quick to laugh, extremely patient, and has always lived life to the fullest.
I've done lots of things in my life. Some were crazy.
Like the time a police officer pulled him over for driving with friends, and he was the one behind the wheel.
You should have heard the things. He says, what would you do if you hit somebody? I tell him I didn't see him,
Nowadays, piano tuning is the driving force, taking Dennis backstage to the Bowl, to schools, churches, and homes, with Joanne behind the wheel, of course.
Well, what I love the most is making people happy when I tune their piano.
And his message to others with differences.
So, if you have any type of disability, there's ways to work around it.
And by the way, Dennis has been a certified craftsman since 1970. He says he's also ridden motorcycles, dune buggies, he's water skied over the years. The only thing he cannot do is the color treatment for refinishing a piano.